Next we will discuss about inverting amplifier in the op-amp. So when you take as an inverting amplifier, previous circuit we are taken as a plus as a input, so that is called non-inverting. So similar way we can do here, take plus here and connect it to ground, because positive we are not making anything, so negative we are giving. We know closed loop method. First you are taking here RF, so and we are taking something called R1, and previous case we are done ground, but here we are providing input signal grounded. So this is your V in, and this portion is VF, this portion is V0. Now this is actually ground. Okay, so look at guys here, it is look like a parallel connection to the your circuit. So the inverting amplifier also called as a voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So why it is voltage shunt? Because input we are connected as a parallel. Already you people know about how it is connected parallel or series. If it is parallel, we usually call it as a shunt, so input side, and it is current. Okay, so we are talking about this one in a current format, because here there is a two voltage, VF and V in, both are connected to the your negative portion, because this is positive here. Okay, so similar way, output is, anyway we are talking about V0, so it is voltage, so it is nothing but voltage shunt, or we can call it as another name, current voltage feedback network also. Okay, so the previous what we are talking about voltage feedback network, here we are talking about current voltage feedback network, or we can call it as a voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So in this you have to think that the whatever previously we are done, same thing we are going to do. The only one thing here is that input we are talking about in the form of current, not in voltage. So here the same thing, first we have to find what is AF, second what is beta, then third one what is similar way ZIF, and fourth one ZOF, and finally we have to find what is bandwidth with feedback. Okay, these five things we have to find, same what you have found in non. So go with that one and try to find one by one. So first we can find out AF. It is nothing but we can call as a closed loop gain or gain with feedback. You can call it any name. Okay, and always remember in the op-amp, open loop gain is always is a M value. Okay, that is internal value, inbuilt value. So here what you have to do, previous case when you are done in a non-inverting, we are taken as a voltage format, but here you have to take in a current format, because input is in current. Okay, so apply the KCL. So what happens if I apply the KCL here, whatever the current is there, we can call this one as a IF. Okay, because feedback portion, and whatever current here we are calling this one as a II. Okay, or I1 also you can call. Here I am calling II. Okay, what is II? Because it is a positive here, so this direction, and V0 to like this going, so IF is this direction. So if I apply KCL, we know that leaving and entering node is same, so we can say that IF is equal to II. So what is IF here and what is II? If you take a look of this one, so first if you take IF portion, first here we have something V0, then one resistor called RF, and we have the another voltage node is VF. So the current whatever going we are calling IF. So usually call this IF is the difference of voltage V0 minus VF divided by RF, we can call about that. Okay, or we can call VF minus V0 also possible. Similar way, if you take as a R1 portion, how it is look like, the first portion we have V in, then it is going with the resistance R1, and then it is taking as a VF, and whatever current we are calling as a II. Okay, this is from this portion. Okay, I mentioned like that, and this portion I maintain like this. Okay, so now from this we can say that IF and II like this, so it is nothing but we can call VF minus V0. IF is nothing but divided by RF, and II we can call as V in minus VF divided by R1, or you can talk about RE. Okay, this is what we got from the KCL. Now our aim is to find AF. We know that here in our case AF is nothing but V0 divided by II. So our aim is to make such a way that all the condition with the II and make it with the V0 portion. Now what is VF here we can identify. So can I talk about VF? If I take VF is equal to V0 by A. Why we got this equation? Listen carefully. We have VF, what we are sending to this portion. So whatever here we have VF. So because this portion is anyway grounded, we don't have anything. So VF is sending to this one, and we have V0 here. Anyway, here we have gain A or M, whatever, you can take M also possible. So I am taking here as a A, don't confuse with that. So this is multiplication to the V0. So V0 usually I will get VF into A. So VF we usually take opposite of that one. So V0 divided by A. So we will get this answer. From apply to this one both sides. So we will get as a something like V in the thing is here when you are taking VF by V0 A, VF you are taking in a negative portion. Usually, see what is V0, usually we will get V0 is equal to, we will get A into V plus minus V minus. So V plus is 0 and V minus you are getting as a VF. So what you are getting V0, V0 is equal to, you will take as a into minus VF. Why? Because this minus V minus is given VF, so you will get like that. Now if I simplify this one, I will get VF is equal to V0 by A. So apply that one. So first I will take this portion, V in minus VF by R1. So V in plus V0 by A divided by R1 is equal to, here VF is a negative, so you will get as a minus V0 divided by A minus V0 divided by RF. Yes or no? This is what after this equation we got. Once we got this equation, we'll go with the simplified one. So I can take as a here, so I can multiply with that term, so we can easily follow that. So A into V in. So now take RF to this side and R1 to this side. So you will get as a V in RF plus V0 RF divided by A is equal to minus V0 A and multiply with R1 minus V0 R1. So R1 I have taken this side, RF I have taken this side. Okay. Now simplify it. So I want to take A common here. So A into V in RF plus V0 RF whole divided by A is equal to minus V0 R1 minus V0. We have multiplying this A. So A into R1 divided by A. What actually here to here we are done. We have taken A is common. Actually the simple rules what you got from here, our aim is to find AF. So you can use any technique to get AF. So you can identify that. You know the AF formula, nothing but we can call as a V0 by VI, V in. So for this whatever necessary stuff you can use it and find out. That is your own way you can find out. Here I am following some method. So what I have done, first I have taken this RF R1 multiply like this, and after that I made A is common. So if I made A is common, I can cancel it out this A. So we will get as a, so I will take as a V0 one side, V in one side. So here V0, here V0, here V0. I will take all one side. So we will get as a V in RF is equal to minus V0. V0 is common. So minus V0. So this negative, and if I keep going this side, this is also negative. So all negative come one side. So we can take like RF, that is from here, then plus R1, that is from here, plus AR1. Okay. So this is what you people are getting. Now find out simply AF, that is nothing but V0 by V in. Once you simplify that, V0 divided by V in, your aim is to get. So when you get V0 by V in, you will get as a minus A RF, because when you take V0 by Vi, this portion become upper part. So divided by your other answer. So R1 plus RF plus AR, and this is nothing but V0 by V in, we are calling as a AF. So this is your final answer. This we are calling as a exact. So we can do ideal here. The ideal, how to do it, you people know very well. So what is ideal we can do? AR1 is much greater. This is already we discussed. So to the R1 plus RF. So you ignore this one. You will get as a nothing but AF is equal to minus of ARF divided by AR1. Okay, when you ignore this portion, this is when non-inverting I told about. So AA get cancelled. So this is your final answer. So AF is equal to minus RF by R1. This is we are calling as a ideal one. So you can use anything. Either you can use this or you can use this. Next, we can find out beta. You people know about how to find beta feedback network. That is similar to the non-inverting amplifier. So nothing but we will get as a, when you simplifying 1 by AF. So we can call beta is nothing but we got AF from the previous section, we got as a minus RF by R1 we got. So this is 1 divided by of this. So usually we will get as a simplified version as minus R1 by RF. So this is the beta value. When you simplify, you will get. So we'll go for the third one. That is nothing but ZIF. So ZIF is nothing but here. What type of ZIF I have to find? When you check the our circuit type, it is current and voltage. Nothing but current is a shunt and voltage is nothing but another one shunt. So it is nothing but shunt amplifier. So we have to go with the that type of resistance. So when you're going for the input resistance portion, we have to go for the shunt because current is our input. So in this case, what we got ZIF, same equation you have to get. So you can do same derivation here, exactly what you can do. So you can write the according to the that diagram and you can do it. See here, our diagram look like something like this. We have op-amp. So inside we have to take one resistance. This is nothing but Zi or Ri we can call. And here the positive terminal. So this is positive terminal is connected to ground. And when you taking to the input terminal, so here actually this is something like VF we are telling. And here one resistance we have R1. And here we are giving as a V in. And this is ground. Anyway, here we have some circuit, that is ignore it because we are talking about only input side Zi. Okay. So if you talking about here, what is the difference between our previous circuit and this circuit? Here we have one Ri, so nothing but Zi. Same. Here one extra resistance we have R. What is the connection between this R1 and Zi? It is the series connection. So we can do that. You can derive from this method only. So you will get as a ZIF is equal to Zi divided by 1 plus beta A. So I am not doing once again this derivation, do it yourself. So this you will get. So this is for one resistance Zi. We have one more resistance called R1. So R1 is seriously connected. So you can take directly R1 to here. So here we are getting as a ZIF is equal to Zi divided by 1 plus beta A plus R1. Okay. This is the very important equation what we are getting to the feedback. The thing you have to remember, the same derivation you have to do with this one. One more series resistance you have to connect here. That means the same circuit here, the series connection of Zi and R1. So when you are doing series, the plus R1 is added to this particular terms. Next, we can move on the ZOF. When you talking about the output resistance, our type of portion here, shunt and shunt. So output is also a shunt. So nothing but voltage. So we will go with that. So output resistance as a shunt. So we can write the diagram something like this. So you can take op-amp. So here you have one input portion. You can take either current or voltage here. So I'm just for here we are taking as a voltage V in. So take it that one. So anyway, if you take V in or if you take I in, you have to do method same here. Current format only you can do it and you can present in that way. Okay, so here I am writing like it is A into VF, because we are talking about input is getting from VF. So yeah, this is from here, and here internally we have one resistance. So this resistance we are calling as a something like RO, and this is connected to the our net. Okay, so here we can talk about RF is there or not. It is actually not required for the our calculation, so only this portion is enough. Okay, anyway, here whatever input we can show. So ZYF, what we got from this portion, ZYF is nothing but RL. Here we are taking as R0. You can take RL also. R0 divided by 1 plus AB. So it is the very easiest method. The same derivation you can do. So always remember the output resistance and input resistance, series, shunt, this one practice well, and according to that you can apply to here. So this is nothing but shunt and shunt feedback amplifier. So input also shunt and output also shunt. So input resistance also you have to take shunt, and output resistance also you have to take shunt. So these are the equation you got. The similar way you will go with the feedback bandwidth. So bandwidth, what we are discussed in the last portion, similar way you will get the this type of. You can take the previous simulation, so you will get the answer like the frequency whatever here we can call as a bandwidth into multiplying with the 1 plus A beta. Okay, this is the what we got. The same method derivation you can do it. So I am not doing much derivation over here, but in the exam you have to write all the derivations. Whatever I told relation, according to that you can do it. Now one summary portion I have done. This is like the remembrance how we can get the inverting and non-inverting amplifier. This portion we are calling as a non-inverting, and this is nothing but inverting. So how we can write this circuit? See, in the circuit diagram it is closed loop. Always the portion of this one is remains same. So R1 RF is there, and RF is connected to output. R1 is connected to negative. This portion is same for the any closed circuit, that is previously we discussed. The thing changes here. The non-inverter input is given from the positive one, and inverting given from the inverting terminal, and here positive is ground, here negative terminal portion is grounded. That is how you have to write this circuit. Very simple operation. After that we will get as a 5 things to calculate here. Actually here the thing first we have to take as a exact answer of the AF. From the derivation we got this one. So here what we got things is A into R1 plus RF. But when you are going inverter, only A into RF. That is the difference. But denominator, both the side we will get same. Okay. Not required to memorize this one. Simply do the derivation you will get if they ask in the exam. Otherwise, you people know in the first year also, and this is the very famous formula or general formula or ideal formula, we can take it. In this it says that non-inverting means we are taking with 1 plus, so it is adding up. Inverting means this negative terminal source inverting. Anyway, RF by R1 is same terminal for the feedback portion. Similar way, if you go for the ZIF, the input portion is voltage. So input is nothing but series. So it is series connection ZI into 1 plus series. Here the input is current, or we can call it as a shunt. So we are going with the shunt formula, ZI divided by 1 plus AB. So these both are same, but plus R1 because we are using R1 resistance to the input side.